He was most improved player last year. This year he wants to be MVP. And if you look at his statistics, he might get that. The NBA keeps track of a plus minus for players. He has the unbelievable total of plus 218. He leads all players in the NBA. He's number 2 in three-pointers for forwards. He's number 1 in steals at 2 a game, so he does it on both ends. This guy is really trouble, and he's only, as you said, 23 years old.
Start the game.
And the Blazers know that Hibbert is down there in the low box on defense, and you've got to bring him out.
Paul George, as Batum went behind the pick by George Hill and paid the price that time.
He shoots 42%, and he has 42 threes. He has 5 more than Nick.
Here's Paul George inside. Nick Batum going to be called for this foul. Batum put his hands in the air and just backpedaled.
Defense. He had his hands up. He was backing up more than anything else.
What Terry Stotts was saying is that Batum's got a right to that spot. Now another one. Batum takes a deep 3 and put it up long. So another miss for the Trailblazers. Probably feeling fortunate to be down just 3. Paul George catch and shoot with no teammates back to help him.
To keep Paul George from scoring points.
West hands it back to George. He pulls up from the elbow and hits again. Paul George, we mentioned it, you know, in the pregame. And you look at what he's done so far, and only 23 years of age, already an All-Star once.
Just about 3 a game.
They go behind the pick on Paul George, and he drills the 3. The rebound Scola, so Portland. Those normally dependable shots by dependable shooters not going down here. 5 of 17. George takes a short jumper and hits again. He'd only taken 3 shots, hadn't hit one in the half until that big 3, and the Blazers back to within 1 and a half. They offensively haven't felt very good about it. Paul George looking to answer for Indiana, and he does. Boy, Lillard has his pocket picked by West. Great steal. They lob it up left side, and the dunk by George. And Indiana starting to build a little lead, certainly their confidence, if it could possibly get any higher after a 16-1 start to the season. Lopez to Aldridge, finally gets it down with 2 hands.
Yeah.
That was defended well and took a few extra passes.
Well, Indiana makes you take that extra pass. That's why they don't give up 3-point.
Paul George leans into Batum and hits again. Those quick answers take an emotional toll on the team.
And Frank Vogel has got them to play early.
Nice backdoor cut as Paul George got Batum that time. Lillard to the middle. Hibbert takes it away. Blocked it. George on his own will finish.
Back in junior high, they tell you don't throw it back when you're...
Paul George gives a little hip to Batum. Nick's trying to sell that. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called as he starts the drive. Wow. Matthews in there as well. Lillard, of course. Portland hasn't had many 3-point looks in this ballgame, but Indiana 2-point lead. They go back door to George, and he gets the dunk. So Paul George back in there now with 28 points. Paul George, cross court to Stevenson. He sees a line to the hoop and finishes. Lopez went straight up. There was a little contact, no whistle, but all of a sudden the Pacers back to within 4.
And it's
one of those
two coaches of the month going at it.
Matthews knocked down. I think he just tripped over Hibbert. George takes the 3. Aldridge banged it off the glass. Pacers win it back. New shot clock, under 3 to play. George from the corner for 3, buries it.
Mr. Fourth quarter.
He's got 28. It's Aldridge against Paul George right now. George has it back. Now George Hill backing down Lillard. Matthews up on George. Ball knocked loose. West, shot clock at 5. Hibbert begging for it inside. Back to George, lets another 3 go and hits it again with Matthews right in his face.
You cannot play better defense than that.
And it's paying off tonight. 15.6 left. Matthews gets laid out. That 3 is blocked maybe by Lillard again. George gets it back and hits. Hits it, it's over. The Trailblazers survive. They come from behind and defeat the Indiana Pacers, the mighty Pacers, early this season.